Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and you're watching SoCal Disney Dad. Today we are at SeaWorld San Diego to answer a very important question. Are masks coming back to SeaWorld San Diego? And what does the latest CDC announcement have to do with theme parks like SeaWorld, Disneyland, that sort of thing? What sorts of changes can we expect in the days to come? Plus, it's been a while since I've been to SeaWorld, so what's new? What's changed? And we want to show you. So come on this adventure with us and let's get going. Well, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the answer. What about masks? Are masks going to come back to SeaWorld and all sorts of other theme parks? And the answer is we still don't really know. Of course, the CDC made the announcement recently that masks should come back indoors. And LA County, about a week ago or so, mandated that masks be worn indoors regardless of vaccination status, long before the CDC even came out with that announcement. San Diego County, following within 24 hours of the CDC making that announcement, said that masks are recommended, but they have not yet said that they are required. That's San Diego County as a whole, but what about theme parks in general? Because obviously sometimes theme parks differ from the county itself. Well, Amy told me here that the Florida theme parks are being told to follow CDC guidelines, correct? Yeah. So it stands to reason that the California theme parks would probably follow suit. Now, nothing has been announced yet. Breaking update. While we're here at SeaWorld, Disney World has officially announced that they are bringing back masks indoors. Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, of course, but it's only a matter of time before Disneyland follows suit, and I wouldn't be surprised if places like SeaWorld and other places bring them back as well, and it's just what you need to expect if you're going to be coming to a theme park in the next month or two. So there's a high possibility that masks will be required indoors regardless of vaccination status in the days to come. So if you're watching this video, of course you're going to be watching it after today because that's just the way time works, right? So check SeaWorld's website, check whatever theme park's website that you're going to for the latest information. But as of right now, it is not mandated, but I would not be surprised if it comes back in the very near future. Right now, we are headed to a new food place here at SeaWorld San Diego that replaced the Fry Cone location just outside of Manta. So let's check it out now. So here is Aloha BBQ right across from Dolphin Point and right in front of Manta. Aloha BBQ replaced Fry Cones, and this is what they've got on their menu. They have pulled pork sandwich, smoked sausage sandwich, tuna poke bowl, potato salad, baked beans, something behind yellow tape that's $5.99, seaweed salad, and of course some fountain beverages and things like that. I think we're probably going to get the pulled pork sandwich and the smoked sausage sandwich. That'll be the two things that we want to try here today and let you know how Aloha BBQ is. So that'll be fun. I'm actually really happy that they've placed this here if it's as good as it looks and sounds. Something else we want to see here for you in this video is I've heard reports that people are waiting 2 to 3 hours for food here at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, it is a Wednesday. Of course, that is going to drastically adjust wait times and things. It's the middle of the week. And we're at this newer location that most people aren't even aware of, so that could adjust some things as well. But I want to check the main 3 places: Mama Stellas, Shipwreck Reef Cafe, and I want to go by Calypso. And I want to see if those 3 places have really long lines. We will let you know for sure. All right, so here is a look at my sandwich. I got the barbecue pulled pork, and it comes with pulled pork on the sandwich, but the barbecue comes in this little container. So they want you to self-spread your own barbecue on the sandwich. That's interesting. And then the potato salad is in these containers already ready to go. So I literally walked up, asked for the food, and they just slid it through the window. It was already prepared, and it didn't take very long at all. Something else, though, that I encountered, I asked him for a cup of water, and he told me he can't give me a cup of water, he can only sell me a bottle. And I was used to that whenever they weren't doing fountain beverages, but they're back to doing fountain beverages here at SeaWorld now. So I said, well, can't you give me water in the cup? And he said, no, I can't, I have to sell you a bottle of water. And I said to him, I've always gotten cups of water from you before. And he said, sorry, my manager told me I'm not allowed to give out cups of water. We have to sell you a bottle. So that's, I don't usually say negative things about SeaWorld, but that actually sounds to me like they're just trying to get money by selling you a bottle. They don't want to give away free water, which is, in my opinion, kind of ridiculous. I'm disappointed in SeaWorld on that one. All right, well, I'm gonna give a try of this burger now. So I had to put the barbecue on myself, and because of that, the barbecue is really just on the top and on the bottom. Through the center, there's no barbecue because the meat's not mixed in with the barbecue. So that's affecting the enjoyability of the sandwich. Additionally, the meat is like room temperature, borderline cold, because it's just pre-made and sitting there ready to go. So unfortunately, this is kind of a miss for me. Mama Stellas is still my favorite place here at SeaWorld, and Shipwreck Reef Cafe has a good burger. But I was really excited to see pulled pork on the menu because I really love barbecue pulled pork. It's just not hitting the spot for me, unfortunately. So the potato salad was surprisingly good. I had a bite or two. My only complaint is that, I mean, of course you can tell it's small, but I only took a bite out of the corner. And this is just, you know, how little much is in there. But it's good potato salad. No complaints about the quality. I'm actually really picky with potato salad. Some potato salads are good. Some potato salads are just, you know, not so good. Every potato salad is made differently. But this is a pretty great potato salad. I'm happy with it. Well, right outside the Aloha BBQ place is Mama Stellas. So I thought I'd come over here and check out the line. The line is all the way out here for Mama Stellas, which is pretty amazing because I've never seen it that long before. Is it a 2 to 3 hour line? That I'm not sure. My question is, do they have both sides open? Let's go find out. I just had a peek and the answer is no. Only the other side is open, not this side. So that's part of your answer there. They don't have the staff to open both sides, and because they don't have the staff to do that, it is a little bit slower. Again, I'm still not sure if this is a 2 hour line, but it's definitely an hour, probably. It's a long line, longer than it should be. We have 2 more places to check out to see if those lines are long for you. As we're working our way over to Shipwreck Reef Cafe, one more thought on Aloha BBQ. Aloha BBQ does not accept dining plans, which is probably why the line is so short, because the other people are waiting for that all-day dining. The all-day dining, you get to go and you get a meal, I think it's like every 90 minutes. And so you can go into Shipwreck Reef, get a whole meal, go out, eat that. An hour and a half later, you can go somewhere else and get a meal, and you can do that all day long. And a way to hack the system is you get one of those dining plans for, you know, 2 people or a whole family or whatever, and you just split the food throughout the day, and that way you only have to pay for one of those all-day dinings. And I feel like a lot of people are probably doing that, and that is what is causing those really long lines at the regular dining places, but why there's no line at Aloha BBQ. Well, there is nobody in line here at Smoked Turkey Legs, and so if you want a turkey leg, you can get that. Also, over here at Shipwreck Reef, I don't see nearly as much of a line on the outside. Let's poke our heads on the inside just to see where the line goes. So it does look like they're using the outdoor queue here. It's wrapping in here and going around. Do they have a worker up there preventing people from wrapping around here? If they do, they do. They're using a worker that they could have elsewhere to stand there and tell people when to round the corner. But this line doesn't look too bad. I'd say this is about a 30-minute wait here in Shipwreck Reef, if I had to guess. I've actually seen the line for Shipwreck Reef Cafe longer than that. Even before the summer, when James and I came here, when Shipwreck Rapids first opened, we were gonna eat there, and the line was not much longer, but it was longer than that. And I think that was That was like end of April. It wasn't even, you know, May, and it was past spring break time. So I don't know what crowd level you could call that, but it's not too bad there. You say, Trevor, what is the temperature like there at SeaWorld San Diego right now? Well, it is end of July and it is about 79 degrees. Now compare that to El Cajon where we live, and it was 98 degrees when we left. It is 20 degrees cooler. You'd think that would be grand and great, but I'm actually kind of sweating a little bit here today. And this isn't even San Diego's hottest part. Now I know, you know, a lot of places around the country, July can kind of be one of the hotter months of the year, but our heat really comes in at the end of August, sticks through most of September, and starts to wane in October. And so if you are coming in August or September, be aware that the heat will be around for a while and plan accordingly. We just passed a hot dog stand behind us, and there weren't too many people in there either. I saw a guy with 4 hot dogs. He just, you know, they were all wrapped up in things, just pulled them straight out from wherever they are, was giving them, and went up to the cash register with very minimal weight. So the trick seems to be that if you are not on the all-day dining, you're better off getting food at one of the little booths that are around, be it hot dogs or barbecue pulled pork and that sort of thing. Even if the food isn't the greatest, it'll at least save you a lot of time that you would have spent standing in line at the restaurants. The last major food location I wanted to check out was Calypso Bay Smokehouse. So we're gonna come in here and see what the lines are like. Looks like the lines are fairly long. They're sticking out all the way over here on the left. And the right side is also filled up and completely packed. Pretty tight in here. Some of the food coming out of there looks pretty good, but it definitely is busy here at Calypso Bay Smokehouse. Well, we've checked out all 3 major dining locations here at SeaWorld San Diego now, and none of them have what I would call a 2 to 3 hour long wait. But clarifications. First off, it is a Wednesday. It is middle of the week. It is not a weekend. It is also later in the evening. It's for dinner time as opposed to lunch. We saw a load of people leaving when we came into the park today. So it's possible that people came in and lunch was the busier meal for the day. So factor both of those things in when you determine whether or not these lines are really long. I'm glad to see that the arcade is open again. We're just walking by and the arcade is open once more. The last time we came by here, it was closed. It had been open about a month before that, but then it closed again and now it's open once more. Happy to see that. We're here at the freestyle machine and it is severely limited at the moment. There's like half of the items are darked out. Maybe this is because it's later in the day. I'm not sure, but it also doesn't seem to be working very well.
I want a water.
Amy went into this drink stand over here. Well, they've got chips and churros and popcorn and ice cream as well. At least that's what the sign on the outside says. I am right outside Electric Eel at the moment. Electric Eel looks like it's just getting back from its run. But that's where we saw those freestyle machines. And we got this SeaWorld 2020 cup the last time we were here. Of course, in 2020, refillable cup that we paid for. And they, I guess, are honoring these right now. They told us that we could just go ahead and get a drink. So we filled it up, no problem. Looking over there at Electric Eel, it says the wait time is 70 minutes. We're not gonna be doing that today. Just wanted you to be in the know. We were gonna ride Tentacle Twirl because Benjamin has been begging to ride this ride for a very long time. But based on the line here, it's all the way back here, it is at least a 60-minute wait, if I had to guess. At least that's what it was when they were only doing half capacity. So it may not be that long. Maybe we'll wait it, I don't know. Or we'll just ride Silly Symphony Swings at Disney's California Adventure on August 11th, which is when we're going to Disneyland again next. Never mind, we changed our minds. We're gonna go ride Elmo's Flying Fish instead. That was, what would you say that was? 40 minutes, probably?
It wasn't too long.
Yeah, still too long. Especially when Silly Symphony we could just walk right up to, because no one rides that ride at Disneyland.
I mean, even if you have to wait at Disneyland, I've never seen it longer than 20 minutes maybe. I think there was only one time I saw it that it was like really, really long, and I don't remember why. Like it was some odd reason why it was long.
Almost every time I feel like we've ridden that ride, it's been a walk-on.
And then if it is a long line, the long line is always on the single person side.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is technically James is probably right on the height limit where he could probably get away still riding
Double
in tandem
with
him. And that line is always shorter than.
Yep. Well, we're coming in here, and this bounce room over here was going the last time I was here. So to see the bounce room flattened out again, is that staffing or what? I'm not sure. Of course, the little kid tumbling area is still open over here, but the net climb is still not open. Ooh, but check this out. I had a viewer recently ask me on the channel, is the water play areas reopened at SeaWorld in the Sesame Bay of Play? And it looks like they are. We'll check out the other ones in just a second. What about this one? Looks like, yes, water is here as well. Lots of people having fun in the water play area. Just in time for summer and all the heat. Come in here, escape it. That's what Amy did with the kids 2 summers ago. She'd come here in the middle of the heat and let them run in the water play area. Mr. Benjamin asked to ride with Daddy, didn't you?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
What are we riding?
Elmo ride.
Elmo ride?
Yeah.
Are you going to control it with this little red lever right here?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Benjamin is ready to go. Well, he's not really controlling it, but that's okay. I'll do it. Is Mommy behind us? Do you see Mommy behind us? And look who's in front of us. James is in front of us. I gotta chase James. There he is. There's James. Woohoo! Sesame Bay of Play. Oh no, we're all coming down now. Glop, 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 glop. That's what Elmo's fish says. So this is new. Coming over to Wild Arctic, they've got a little stage up here in front of the sign and a juggler. Probably from Cirque Neon World by the looks of it, because he's got some neon colors and his face is painted like the folks over at Cirque Neon World. I checked out the Cirque Neon World show the last time I was here, so if you want to check out that full show from Cirque Neon World, I'll go ahead and link to that at this time. But looks like we get a little pre-show out here in the Wild Arctic area with tons of fun juggling. Pretty awesome. That was pretty neat. Now we're going to go into Penguin Encounter, see what the penguins are up to. If it's been a while since we've been to a Penguin Encounter, they changed the lighting on the inside to mask what it would be like in the South Pole. And so right now it's set up like an Antarctic winter. And the conveyor belt is not moving currently. Do you see those big penguins back there? Those are emperor penguins. I recently learned that SeaWorld San Diego is one of, if not the only place in North America that you can see emperor penguins, which is why we are getting the Emperor Coaster coming in, because it's unique here to SeaWorld San Diego. Of course, it's a lot easier to see penguins outside, as there are plenty of penguins here on the outside rocks. These are the Magellanic penguin, and I imagine they are from I was going to say Africa, but I'm looking at a sign that says South America, the tip end of South America, which is why these guys are on the outside, because it is not cold out here at all, but that's what they like. This seagull seems to be enjoying the water there. He is just going to town, isn't he? That's so cool. Well, the beluga whales are somewhat moving more than they were the last time we were here. If they're sitting still like the guy on the left, it's because they're pooped out. It's the end of the day, 6 p.m., and they're just kind of like, I'm tired. You can see a great view of Emperor from right here. Kind of ruins the ambiance a little bit, but it's not too bad. So the walrus over there is sticking his face out so that the water can drop on him. I've never seen him do that before. That's pretty neat. Of course, this one over here is just showing us his back end. I'm not sure what exactly is going on here.
What's there, Vicky? Oh my
Oh look, the bear cave is open. Go ahead in, James. Go in the polar bear cave. I'm gonna go in the polar bear cave too. It's one of his dens. Oh no! Well, the one beluga is still sitting where he was up top, but this one's swimming around, and so is the other one over there. Oh, he just came down. Well, now that I say that. And now they're all disappearing, running away from me. Oh, come on. I've heard reports online that SeaWorld is dealing with some merchandising shortage, and those shelves over there usually have stuffed animals in them. They're completely empty. It doesn't seem too sparse on the shirts over here, but as we continue looking through the rest of the store, looks like these stuffed animals are pretty empty. I'm not sure if the wall is fairly sparse, but keep going along here. All these bins over here are usually chock full of stuffed animals. They're not there. This right here is fairly empty. And come over here to the branded, well, even right here, there's not as many cups. But then on these branded cups and things, really, really low on stock at the moment here. I'm told that the low merchandising is due to shipping issues from wherever they would get their items from. So from overseas, most likely, just those shipping shortages are impacting the amount of items that they have in the store. So of course, COVID having far and wide reaches, not just in the lack of staffing and the longer lines, but also in the lack of merchandise here in SeaWorld. A lot of it is stuff that SeaWorld can't help. Well, we came over here to Journey to Atlantis to ride it because James has really been asking me to ride a Journey to Atlantis. He is now tall enough to do it, and it's broken. It was operational 2 hours ago when we got here, but we wanted to save it for last because we were gonna get wet, so we were gonna leave, but it's not working now. I would gladly take James over here on Electric Eel if he could, but he has got quite the ways to go before he's able to ride Electric Eel. Unfortunately though, Journey to Atlantis is just not in the cards for us today. If you come to SeaWorld and that happens to you, just treat yourself to my POV video of the Journey to Atlantis full ride that I did a couple weeks ago when it reopened. I'll go ahead and link to that now. Well, we came by Aloha BBQ again and there's no line. I'm like, why is there no line? It's only 6:30 and this is like prime eating time for a lot of people. But look, we are out of pulled pork. 6:30 and they're out of pulled pork. Come on, SeaWorld. That reminds me of Calypso Bay when I went at 5 o'clock at like prime dinner time and asked for the tacos, the barbecue tacos, the specialty tacos that they had for Seven Seas Food Festivals. I can't remember what they're called anymore. And they were out of them. And I went like 2 months later thinking, oh, okay, that was just a one-time fluke. And again, they were out of them at 5 p.m. Like, how do you run out of food at prime dinner time? Come on. Well, now we came over here to Manta to ride it because James is just tall enough for Manta. And it's broken too. All those people over there are just waiting outside because the ride is broken. So lots of broken rides here tonight. Well, with both big rides, we came here to ride tonight down. And really, there not being much else to keep us here because we've already reviewed Electric Ocean and all that sort of stuff. But we're headed out now. We rode one ride, went to 2 indoor attractions. We could have gone to more indoor attractions. Don't mistake our disinterest in our leaving right now as a sign that it's very busy here. The lines are moderate. I actually saw Electric Eel at 40 minutes when we walked by. That's not too bad. Most of the kids' rides, the smaller kids' rides, are decent. It's just basically, you know, we came here with a few goals in mind, purposes. I wanted to check out Aloha BBQ because I knew that was new. I wanted to see if the shops were experiencing a merchandising shortage, as I had heard. And I also wanted to talk about masks at SeaWorld and what could likely be happening here in the days to come. But aside from that, James really wanted to, like I said, ride Journey to Atlantis. He's been asking me, and it's just not going to happen. It's going to have to wait for a future trip. Looks like we have some more Cirque Neon World of people walking around over here. Just kind of walking around the park. Hello. Well, we ended the night on a positive note. I have some popcorn. Why did you get popcorn, did you say? Well, we have 2 snack credits from a bad experience that we had last March, right before the COVID shutdown. And as a complimentary for it, actually I don't even think it was a bad experience. I think that they just had an issue with our punch card with the Seven Seas Food Festival. So they gave us 2 snack credit things to be used with a 1-year expiration. Well, of course, then 1 week later after we got that, SeaWorld shut down for COVID. And we totally forgot that we even had those snack cards until I found them in my wallet. And of course, with SeaWorld being closed a large portion of that time, it's expired now. So we asked if they would honor it still, and they did. So that's pretty great. We got 2 popcorns because we had 2 snack credit things. And James is really, really happy. Aren't you, buddy?
He's like...
So anyway, that is it for our time here at SeaWorld San Diego. Hope you had a blast. If you found the information in this video helpful, please give it a like. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions pertaining to masks or what's going on here in San Diego. As we get updates and as I learn more, I will be absolutely sure to let you know and to tell you. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this one, SeaWorld San Diego and other Southern California theme parks and attractions, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you again next time.